Hey everyone, my name's Gilberto, and we are back again with another Battle Spot session, and we are here with this Mono Steel team, if you couldn't already tell. And it's been a lot of fun. Again, we're always just trying to do things. There was no real reason behind me deciding to make this Mono Steel team. I just wanted to see if I could make it work. But in any case, here we see a Dragonite Skarmory. What's that called? Breloom, Absol, Umbreon, and Garchomp. So, okay. First of all, my main ground counter is the Skarmory. So, Skarmory kind of has to come. Other than that, my only real steel counter is going to be the Heatran. So I think I need the Heatran just for the Skarmory. And it could deal with the Breloom a little bit. It can Toxic the Dragonite and maybe the Umbreon. So that'll be decent for me. And I think other than that, I think just let's go in with Steelix. Steelix counters the team the best probably. Preferably we get the Garchomp and the Dragonite out the way, and who knows, maybe it's a Fire Blast Dragonite, or sorry, maybe it's a Fire Blast Garchomp and a Fire Blast Absol, but other than that, I think Steelix is the Mega that handles it the best. It's a Mega Metagross, Mega Steelix situation. So I'm going to lead with the Steelix, bring the Skarmory and the Heatran, and let's go. Confirm. We are going in. So yeah, I did try to plan this out as well as I could. Like I said, my only real ground counter is a Skarmory. My only real fire counter is the Heatran, and Heatran is a fantastic Talonflame counter. Especially because the rest of my team just can't do much of anything. So this is a great position for me to be in against this Dragonite, because I'm just gonna get the Toxic off. And I'm gonna get a Toxic off on something. It might try, oh, it doesn't swap. I was gonna say, it might try to swap into the Skarmory, predicting like an Earthquake or something. Especially because Skarmory kind of hard counters my Steelix. But yeah, for a super effective move against a Dragonite, I missed the Toxic. For super effective move from a Dragonite, Fire Punch does not do as much as he would like, clearly. So what do I do now? Do I just Toxic again? I feel like I just Toxic again. So just gonna Fire Punch again, which is fine. I mean, it's not really that fine, but we're dealing with it. I do get burned. Jesus Christ, my Steelix gets burned. This could not be going worse for me. I mean, as good as my initial situation was, this could not be going worse for me. So, this suggests to me that you don't have the Skarmory, which is insane to me, but I don't know how you don't already swap into the Skarmory if you did in fact have it. And I kind of, with this just spamming Fire Punch, kind of sort of makes me think that it's banded. And it did do a decent amount, and it didn't Dragon Dance, which always makes me think that it's choiced in some way. But if he's just gonna spam Fire Punch, then I kind of want to switch into my Heatran real quick, like. And this is actually kind of a big risk, because if it does have the Earthquake, then Heatran is fucked. It does Fire Punch, I get my Flash Fire off. So now, would it have the Earthquake? I don't think so. I kind of don't think so. Why do you run Fire Punch? You run Fire Punch for grass types? You run Fire Punch for... What do you run for steel types? But you have Earthquake for that. I don't know. I don't know what you do that for. Either way, man, I kind of want to hard read that you're choiced. But that is super risky. I'm going to go... I feel like I should go back into the Steelix just because it's kind of useless at this point. Yeah, so you do withdraw, so you are choiced. You're absolutely choiced. And out comes the guard chomp. It was an opportunity to toxic the guard chomp. I'm not gonna lie, kind of missed that opportunity. I knew in my head I should toxic with the Heatran. I knew that, but I kind of wanted to play a little more concerned. I mean, again, I was really fearing it just like bluffing a choice item and going for the earthquake. I was really fearing that, but I mean, clearly it's choiced. That was kind of a dumb move on my part. So I don't think I'm gonna take anything. I think my Steelix just goes down here. It's gonna earthquake me. I mean, maybe there's a chance I live on one, but who knows? No, I just hit toxic. There was really not much that I could have done there. Now, again, as we always say, could always be a Fire Blast Garchomp. Could always be a Fire Blast Garchomp. But this is my main counter to this, and I'm just gonna hit the toxic, and hopefully we get a toxic off on something. I mean, you don't have the Skarmory. Maybe you went. So yeah, let's see who you went into. I'm not even gonna guess right now. Out comes the Breloom. Could have Poison Heal. Huh, this is interesting. So you completely did not expect a... Okay, don't have Poison Heal, so that is good. So if you did have a... What do you call that? A Focus Sash, then it's broken now. And I'm just gonna get a Brave Bird off here. You outspeed me, get a Spore. I kind of didn't think that you had to outspeed. I know Breloom is super slow, and I didn't invest Skarmory at all, but I kind of just assumed that it was gonna be that slow that it just wouldn't do anything. So, I mean, I don't know. Skarmory could always wake up right now, but this is really unfortunate for me, actually. Goes for the Leech Seed. So I don't mind any of this right now. I don't mind any of this. I could still definitely take this back if I could just wake up. If I could just wake up and get a Brave Bird off and demolish this Breloom, I'm not in a terrible position. And I do have a Citrus on this thing. The full set is Iron Head, Brave Bird, Toxic, and Roost. So he's gonna swap out into the Dragonite, and I do wake up. I get the Brave Bird off. Now I feel like you just want to Fire Punch me. Ooh, that did an okay amount. Okay, so now what do? You're gonna Fire Punch me. But not necessarily. I mean, you have to know that I have the Heatran in the back, right? Heatran kind of wrecks your soul if you Fire Punch me. But what else do you do? I resist the Outrage. I have the Heatran. I resist the Wing Attack. What else do you do? I'm immune to Earthquake. I'm slower, so I have the Roost advantage. I don't know. I'm gonna Roost. I really, I kind of had to do that to Scout as well. If nothing else, that was a good opportunity for me to Scout. Also, maybe you were trying to bait me to swap into the Heatran just so you can bring out the Garchomp. Maybe that was the case. So now I don't know what you do. You have to be like a Fire Blast Garchomp. I don't know why else you brought it in, unless you were just hard baiting me. And if you would draw, then yeah, you were definitely baiting me. You're definitely baiting me, if that's the case. And if he was baiting me, then that is a pro play. That is a pro play. But realistically, Skarmory walls Dragonite. At the very least, it walls a Banded Dragonite with Fire Punch. So now he's really thinking about this. He could have the Stone Edge. I would take a Stone Edge pretty dang well. Goes and withdraws. I did Toxic, so both of the other Mons are Toxic. So it's not going to do much now. And this actually kind of sucks. Because I can't Brave Bird like I want to because I'm going to get Spored. And there's no use in swapping. So I have to just get Spored again. And there's really nothing I can do about that. Man, I should have made a hard read. I should have known it was just beating the Garchomp. A part of me didn't believe that it just swapped into Garchomp just because it thought because it was trying to bait me to swap into the Heatran. I didn't believe that at all, but I guess that's exactly what he did. I didn't believe that at all, but that's exactly what he did. And I just need to know. What is Breloom's speed? I'm gonna let the clock run a little bit. But what in the world is Breloom's speed? I know Heatran is base 77. You are base 70. And Skarmory would be, I want to say like, I don't even know. I honestly don't even know. Base 70. So we actually speed tie. I mean, assuming you're completely uninvested, which I don't know. But you could actually be winning speed ties right now. That is wild. I went Brave Bird, but it's probably not going to do anything. Because I'll probably just be asleep. So this is where real mind games happen right now. Because I've already shown that I'm willing to stay in, knowing that you have a Fire Punch Dragonite. But if he predicts me to stay in again, he could take out my Skarmory right now with a Fire Punch, I think. So maybe I have to swap. I think I have to swap into the Heatran. This is where the real mind games happen. Do I make the same play twice? Does he make the same play twice? These are some intense mind games. I'm gonna make the swap. I'm gonna make the Heatran swap. I think you're gonna Fire Punch. And I swap first, so he Fire Punched me. I made the right call. Oh man, that makes me happy. So now I gotta keep playing these mind games. You're gonna go into the Garchomp. So I'm gonna Toxic the Garchomp and then use that opportunity to swap back into the Skarmory. And then I'll just stay asleep the whole rest of the dang game. Well, I mean, I gotta get a roost off eventually. But and I have the Citrus. But now the whole squad is toxic. I gotta bring this back, man. I gotta bring this back. Come back, Skarm. Come back in, Skarm. Now, does he pro play me? Well, no, I don't outspeed, so he stayed in. But what does he do? He earthquakes like a chump. Come on, what are you doing? I'm not gonna stay in. Maybe he like predicted a protect or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? So now I just roost and I'm not seeded anymore, which is fantastic. Wait, fuck. I should have Brave Birded, predicting him to go into. Yeah, I should have Brave Birded. You Brave Bird every fucking time. And I wake up and I don't go for the Brave Bird because I'm gonna get Sport again. Why? Why do I do these things? I could have won the game right then and there. Well, I lost. Well, I didn't lose. But, man, I cannot believe that I just did that. The game was in my hands. If I had just clicked Brave Bird, I would have gotten the citrus berry. I would have gotten the citrus berry, and I could have roosted next turn. And that was the dumbest thing I've done in a while. So, all right, I'm just gonna click Brave Bird. Maybe I wake up right now, and I do a big chunk to this Dragonite. And so now we're in the same place again. Do I make this swap or do I not make this swap? Well, now I'm at full health, so it doesn't matter that much, actually. I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna stay in and roost. I'm gonna stay in and roost. Goes for the Thunder Punch. Goes for the Thunder Punch. Still super effective. Doesn't do much. And we're playing the stall game, boys. This battle's 14 minutes deep right now. I am amazed at what is occurring right now. These are the realest mind games I've ever seen. But I feel like now's the time. No, I mean realistically, I just keep roosting. But if he predicts my roost, he could use this as a free turn to go into Breloom, spore me again. We played this game again. No, I think he knows. I think he knows that that's exactly what's gonna happen if I let it. I'm gonna Brave Bird. Watch the swap. Nope, I was gonna say watch the swap in a Breloom, but I guess that's not a thing that happens. So I actually hope that this, well, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say, I kind of hope this doesn't take me below 50 and pops my citrus. I do take out the Dragonite. That's pretty much gonna ensure the win, I think. Well, I mean, to be fair, I really need to take out the Breloom to ensure the win, quote unquote. But I'm gonna roost as you spore, which is fine. So I think the Garchomp can't do anything. What does the Garchomp have? I don't know what the Garchomp would have. All it's shown is Earthquake. Maybe Earthquake is its only offensive move. I honestly don't know. And I feel like I'm about to get seeded. But clearly this thing is a little bit invested in a speed. So it could outspeed my Heatran as much as I want to predict the seed, go into Heatran, and then like Lava Plume it. As much as I would like to do that, I really need Skarmory to wake up so I could Brave Bird this thing. I do predict the Leaf Seed correctly. My citrus is about to pop real quick, but before... What? Guys, what just happened? What just happened? I woke up, go for the Brave Bird, and I missed the Brave Bird. This is a Bright Powder Breloom? I can't believe I'm in absolute shock. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. I clicked Brave Bird and it missed. I missed a Brave Bird. This thing hasn't actually attacked me yet though. Maybe it only has like Mach Punch. I honestly don't know. Maybe it only has Bullet Seed. I think at times will resist that, don't I? I mean, I have to keep clicking Brave Bird. Oh, fuck, and it swaps out into the Garchomp. What is this Garchomp gonna do? What is this Garchomp going to do as I stay asleep? This Garchomp has to have something. This Garchomp has to have something crazy. Man, I'm in a pretty bad spot here. I have to roost up. Come on, wake up for me. It probably has like Stone Edge. Dragon Rush! I've resisted. I'm impish. Okay, come on, wake up and roost. Wake up and roost. Oh, come on. Man, Oh my god! The Leech Seed takes me down to where Dragon Rush could actually take me out now. Man, part of me thinks that this thing is choice. It might be Scarfed. If it is Scarfed, I should swap into the Heatran. Man, I am so fucked. I cannot believe that just happened. Come on, let me get a roost off. Let me get a roost off. We live on 4! Get the roost. Yeah. I flinched. What in the world just happened? I missed a Brave Bird and I just flinched to a Dragon Rush. This game was in my hand and we're just about 20 minutes deep. And out comes the Heatran. I have no idea whether or not this thing is choice. There is a solid chance that it is. So, okay, actually, this is kind of interesting. So, if it is, I mean, this is all assuming that it's Scarfed, right? I'm gonna show off the moveset right now. This is all assuming that it's Scarfed, right? If it is in fact Scarfed, I can Ancient Power. Well, no, if it's Scarfed, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna Fire Blast. It goes for the Earthquake. It wasn't Scarfed to begin with, and down I go. This was a 20-minute battle of nothing but mind games and swaps. And I had it in my hand. If the Skarmory could just get a roost off. And if Skarmory could just hit a Brave Bird. Well, in any case, thank you so much for watching. We upload Battle Spot every dang day. We have new teams every dang week. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'm once again out.